Dollar General makeup. We got her. I tested this several years back. Picked up some new products. Some products that I haven't tried before and then products that I really enjoyed. I think everything is under $6 from what I remember, but we have a full face. Let's begin with the complexion. So the brand is called Believe Beauty and they're exclusively sold at Dollar General. We're gonna start off first contouring the face and then we'll go into the foundation. This is their dual-ended contour stick. I have picked up shade medium. This contour stick retails for $5. So let's do the method where you contour your face first. Wow, that really smells like a crayon. Let's blend this out. You can use any brush. I'm just using my Makeup by Mario F1. Let's do the smaller side. I feel like we need a little bit more precision. Okay, it's pigmented when you swatch and you apply it to your face, but then it kind of just shears out a little bit. I think the only thing that's off-putting is the smell. But otherwise, I'm having no issues with blendability. I also was looking for a specific primer, the one that I used years back. I don't have it anymore, the Stay Put primer, but they didn't have it at my local Dollar General. I would say like a good 60% of the makeup by Believe Beauty was not in stock. So there was a limited amount of makeup to choose from. Now let's move on to the Believe Beauty, their Skin Finish Foundation. When I first tested this out years ago, it honestly blew my mind at how good the application was and how gorgeous my skin complexion looked. So I'm hoping I like it this time around again. I picked up shade Delicate Ivory. So I'm hoping this will be a good shade match. Again, like I said, most of the makeup was not in stock. Foundation retails for $5.50. You have glass packaging, a nice pump. We're gonna start with one pump. It's supposed to be a medium to full coverage with, they say, like a skin finish texture. So whatever that means. Has a nice creamy whipped texture. A little thicker. You can use a sponge or a brush to blend this in. Let's go with the e.l.f. the Complexion Duo brush. I'm gonna start stamping this into the skin. And the foundation has no scent. I'm gonna change my brush. I'm not liking that. I'm using the Bobbi Brown, the full coverage face brush for the foundation brush. I feel like for this formula, a dampened sponge will be really nice to get a very natural finish and coverage. And if you want a little bit more coverage but using less product, a dense foundation brush will do the trick. I would say the finish of this foundation is a natural, almost velvety, soft matte finish on my skin type. Again, it just depends on how you prep your skin. I have a dry spot around my nose and it's kind of sticking it to that a little bit. But the rest of my face, it's looking really nice so far. I got another like half a pump on the back of my hand. And work this in right away. Again, the formula, it's thicker, so I don't like to let it sit on the skin for too long. So overall, the foundation, you can see it color corrected my pimples. They're a little more, you know, disguised on my face. I think if you have very dry skin, definitely prep your skin beforehand. Make sure it's nicely hydrated and extra moisturized before applying this foundation because it is a little more on the soft matte side. So let's move on to the concealer. This is their Believe Beauty You're Covered liquid concealer, $4. I have shade Ivory. Looks like a nice match so far. I'm going to use my Real Techniques, the Deluxe Crease Brush. I like this for concealer. It's also not a very radiant concealer, more on the natural side. Ooh, okay, that was nice. Definitely a light medium coverage. I'm not applying a lot of it either. And for the cheeks, I have a new blush. This is the Believe Beauty Color Me Cream Blush in shade Dollface. $5.25. Going to just work this into the brush. the blush into the brush. This is supposed to be giving you a healthy glow with an effortless pop of color for your cheeks. Okay. It's pretty good pigment. Just gonna use my finger to soften these edges. Okay, I thought it was gonna be a little more sheer. It's not. That's nice. Let's go over with the foundation brush. That blush is actually very pretty. Oh, wow. Okay. It's very glowy on the cheeks. For the eyes, I'm gonna keep it nice and simple. A liquid metallic eyeliner along with some mascara. This is the Believe Beauty, their metallic liquid eyeliner. I picked up shade Dark Champagne, $4.50. The applicator, it's very thick. So I'm hoping we can get some precision in there. Okay, got some precision in there, but not metallic. So far, the metallic liquid eyeliner is a major disappointment. I'm not getting the metallic finish. It's hard to work with. It's too watery and it's not pigmented enough, but I'm most disappointed that it doesn't provide the metallic finish. For mascara, I picked up the Believe Beauty Extended Lash Lengthening Mascara, $5.25 in shade Intense Black. That's supposed to leave your lashes feeling soft and flexible, no clumping or flaking throughout the day. The one coat of the mascara, it's very light. The formula is very light, and the pigment, it's not as intense as I was anticipating. It's a very feathery type of an application, but I'm gonna see if I can apply a little bit more formula, the second coat, and see what we achieve. Well, that second coat, very light. I like it. For lips, I want to go bold, so we're gonna do red. For lip liner, they have their long-lasting lip liner. I picked shade Intense Rouge, $3.50. It's supposed to be a moisturizing, creamy texture. Very creamy, very pigmented. It's a little more raspberry. Thought it was gonna be a little deeper, like wine. It's still very pretty. Wow. Let's fill this in with the Believe Beauty, their Velvet Matte Liquid Lipstick in color shade Cherry on top. $4.75. Doe foot applicator. Very pigmented. Okay, so let's do a wear test and see how the Believe Beauty makeup from Dollar General wears, performs, all that good stuff. It's been 3 hours since the initial application and I'm looking a little glowy. Not feeling too oily, but I'm going to do a little bit of oil blotting sheets on the forehead just to get some of that oil off and that shine. This is just gonna minimize that shine a little bit without setting the face. But the one thing I'm noticing with the eyeliner, it's starting to bleed and smudge into my crease. So it's not really long lasting. Mascara is actually okay. There's a little bit of transfer, but no flaking. Okay, so 3 hours later, so 6 hours total. This is what we're looking like. I am still loving the lip. You can see a little bit is gone, like towards the center. I ate some food and was drinking, so yeah, it's transferring and I'm losing the pigment a little bit. It's not completely transfer proof, as you can see. I think that's more like the lip liner. That's not transfer proof, but surprisingly, the lipstick itself feels very comfortable on the lips. It's not feeling dry, it's not feeling tight, so I'm really happy with that Velvet Liquid Lipstick. Loving the cheek so far with that blush. That cream blush is the best thing from this entire Believe Beauty line, in my opinion, so far. I'm not really seeing the contour. I feel like even on my forehead, it's just kind of just disappeared. The liner, I'm already starting to lose a lot of the pigment right here. It's still transferring. Yeah, not happy with the liner. The mascara is good. It's not flaking. It's transferring a little bit to the lower lash line. The foundation, I think we're still looking okay. It's starting to look a little dry on the chin, but overall happy with most of the Believe Beauty makeup. Okay, to wrap up this review of the Dollar General makeup Believe Beauty, we are roughly 11 hours total. Very glowy, mascara, a little bit of flaking, quite a bit of transferring, eyeliner, a lot of it has disappeared. It's smudging really bad on both sides. Blush is still blushing. My cheeks look phenomenal. The lipstick, lip liner, this is what we're looking like. Quite a bit of it has disappeared, but still a lot of it is still on. It's very uneven because after eating dinner, we had noodles, you know, like slurping, it, you know, got all over my lips. But my lips still feel comfortable. They look a little dry, but they don't feel tight. So yay for how my lips are feeling at the end of the day. Yes, it's uneven, but I could have easily touched up, and I feel like I could have gone for the rest of the night if I was going like at least another like 3-4 hours. My lips would have been totally fine. My complexion, I think we're looking okay. We're pretty glowy. I'm feeling glowy. My pores are slightly enlarged due to the shiny, the oiliness. I'm looking a little heavy around my mouth, around my nose, basically in my T-zone area where my oil is coming to the surface, to the skin. It's just breaking up the foundation. So there's a lot of creasing happening, a lot of settling into the fine lines and so forth. From this entire beauty line, check out the new cream blushes. The only thing I will say about the blushes, not enough shades. The shades are lacking. From what I looked online and in store, I only saw 2 shades. I will say the texture of this formula, it's extremely balmy. So I think if you have very oily skin, I would set the blush with some like either translucent powder or even set it with like a powder blush on top. Concealer, I think it's creamy enough, but it's not giving me anything wow. Like I'm not really loving the way it's wearing under my eyes. Like in the inner corner, it's looking a little crepey and heavy in the inner corner. And I didn't really apply that much concealer to begin with. So not impressed with the way this concealer is looking at the end of the day. But I'm gonna end it here. Thank you so much for watching, spending time with me. I'll have a lot more information on our website, milabubeautyreview.com. I'll see you guys in the next one.